Hey guys, this is Shubham Arora from Hockey Night in Canada, Punjabi, and I want to go over the top 5 Sedin moments with every one of you because it is Sedin week in Vancouver. Starting from number 5, we're going to start where it all got started. Bryan Burke, on June 26, 1999, deciding to pull off the wheeling and dealing that will never ever be replicated in this era of NHL. The Vancouver Canucks made a series of trades which follow like this, so stay with me here. Vancouver first traded Bryan Burke and a first overall rounder in 2000 to Chicago for their 4th overall pick in the 1999 draft. Then Bryan Burke flipped that 4th overall pick and 2 third-rounders in that draft to the Tampa Bay Lightning for their 1st overall pick in the 1999 draft. Which then again, I know it's getting a lot, Bryan Burke flips it for the 1st overall pick acquired from Tampa Bay to Atlanta Thrashers for their 2nd pick in the draft and a conditional 3rd pick in 2000. Whoa, I think that's a lot we've seen. That's the most we've seen Gary Bettman talk before a draft even starts. Now it's safe to say that all the flipping and dealing that Bryan Burke went through holds a special spot in the Twins' heart, because without him and without that special day on June 26, 1999, the Sedins wouldn't be in a Canucks jersey. Now, number 4, we're going to go from the Canucks' creativity, which is very recent. The bank pass from the boards from Henrik to Daniel Sedin against the Detroit Red Wings. Now, the Sedins have been known to be the specialists in inventing many crafty plays over their years. The no-look pass, the spinorama, the drop pass between the legs, the tip pass to goal. You name it, it's them. But even at being the age of 33, they seem to have something else up their sleeves, which was the bank pass off the end boards. Henrik, for example, let's run through the play. Henrik Sedin translates the simple dump and chase play into the offensive zone, where he knew Daniel was ahead of the defender, and a simple bank off the boards onto Daniel's stick led to a small breakaway for Daniel and a goal to tie the Canucks game versus Detroit. This decoy turned into something that younger generations now use an intended play to try and score a goal. For example, the Canucks' best duo, Pettersson to Besser. Number 3, Henrik Sedin's end-to-end against the Anaheim Ducks happened on January 17, 2004. Henrik goes from coast to coast using his speed, which had been one of the weaknesses of the Sedins, along with their toughness. But with this beauty of a goal, Henrik yet again proved the critics wrong, showed up when his team needed the most. Now break down the play for you. He undressed a Swedish defender by the name of Niklas Havelid, and then going to completely humiliating J.S. Shiger. Seems like the Sedins were always proving something wrong about one thing or another every single game they played. Number 2, Henrik Sedin's quadruple overtime winner versus the Dallas Stars. Now, none of you guys will probably forget this. This was on April 11, 2007. Henrik Sedin ends the longest game in Canucks history, which, by fact, ended at midnight. The goal was from Mattias Ohlund around the boards to Daniel Sedin to Henrik Sedin, and bam! This was the first playoff that the Sedins were a part of. As a matter of fact, the first playoffs for the Canucks top line in that era. This is when the Sedins decided to make their first mark as players who can not only produce in crucial moments in the regular season, but can also stick up for their team in the playoffs. With that win, the Vancouver Canucks took the lead of 1-0 in the series over the Dallas Stars. Now, the number 1 moment, which you've been all waiting for, and I think a lot of you can guess this because I haven't mentioned it yet. Daniel Sedin's through the legs hat-trick goal versus the Calgary Flames on Mika Kiprasov. Now, who can forget that beauty? On April 10th, 2010, Canucks won the last game of the season, 6-2, against the Calgary Flames. The Sedins specifically needed points in this final game to secure the Art Ross Trophy, in which Henrik and Daniel, both of them, got 4 points each. This really sealed the deal in how talented and relentless the Sedins were, and how their play was their biggest revenge back towards any opponent in the NHL. That's it. That was the Sedin week in a nutshell for you guys. So comment, like, subscribe the Hockey Night Punjabi channel on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in, fans.